What's going on, YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be comparing two of the most pristine pairs of shoes ever made in the United States or in the world, and that's the 992 and the 993. We're going to look at them head to head and see which one you should get here in 2025 now that the 992 is back, and I don't think the 993 is going anywhere, so you have a tough decision ahead of you, so I'm here to help you break it down and make the best decision possible.
Till the sun just won't rise and heaven's under eyes. I'm living to die for you, there ain't none after you.
So I have been overbooked, overworked, stressed out, and frankly just didn't have enough time to sit down in front of the camera. So I had a few old videos like that 992 video I cut up. That was from a couple weeks ago. So we're back in action. I got spring break this week, so I'm not doing anything except making videos and pushing content for you guys. So be on the lookout. Hopefully soon we can get some wear tests going. I know I said I was gonna do the 992, but we'll get into that in about 2 seconds, why I won't be doing that soon. So yeah, I'm excited. You should be excited. We got a lot coming. So let's get excited. So the 992 is back, as we've mentioned. The Joe Fresh goods dropped worldwide. If you wanted a pair, from what I heard, it wasn't that hard to get. Now the core colorways dropped, I don't even know when. You got the black pair, the all black pair, you got the gray pair, obviously the pair that I want the most, and then you got that white pair. So I don't know whose idea was to release this without telling anyone, because I did not find out until somebody commented on my video. It's like, yeah, I just copped a pair last night. I'm like, what do you mean? So I went on New Balance website. Of course, everything was already sold out. As expected, the 992 is a classic shoe that everybody's been wanting. So yeah, so I want the gray pair. I won't settle for anything but the gray pair. I went on the website last night after everything was sold out and the size 10 was available in the white pair. Ended up passing on them just because I need that gray pair. So we're gonna be looking at the Joe Fresh goods 2025 and then just a regular GR 993. So the restock for those 992 should happen soon, and as soon as it happens, you better believe I'll be the first one there. Grab a pair, wear it for 3 months, and show you guys the true life of a 992. So I feel like there's a lot of sizing questions between the 992, and a lot of people have come into the New Balance game and really haven't worn a 992, myself included, except for this pair I just got. But a lot of people are familiar with the 993, so I feel like this is a good video to make to kind of compare the two because they are so similar. I would say these are like brothers in my opinion. You got the older brother, and then you got the little one. So to like the untrained eye, you would think these are the same exact shoes. If this shoe was gray, you would have a hard time, telling these two shoes apart, just because they're so similar in a lot of aspects. So we're gonna break it down as to why they are different and which one you think is better. So for looks, like I said, they're extremely similar. You got the small ends, you got the suede overlays, the mesh, midsoles even kind of look similar. The back almost looks identical, except for the 993 has this little circle thing, which is really cool. As for like the sides of the shoes, they look very identical. You got these pods though on the 992, which I think make it have an advantage. You get the absorb DTS on this, but we'll get into that later. So as far as looks, these are some phenomenal looking sneakers. You really cannot go wrong with this shoe. I think the 992 and the 993 are probably some of the best looking New Balances ever made. When I put on a 993, this was like my second made model. I had a 990 V5 and then I got a 993. I mean, to this day, I still get that same pristine feeling. Even the more you wear them, the better they look. So that's the case for these two. The more you'll wear them, the better they'll look. This is a shoe that can handle any aspect of life and is extremely durable, as well as the 993. Might as well just talk about durability now. These shoes are extremely durable. I bet if you wore them for 10 years straight every day, they'd probably still have life left. They are phenomenal. They're made in USA. The durability on these is undeniable. I mean, I do have a destroyed pair behind me of 992s, but that was just because those are like 20 years old almost. They're just beat to the ground. I tried my best to give them a second life, but couldn't happen. So you get a pair like this in 2025, you wear it 5 days a week, let's say, you're gonna be able to put like 90,000 miles on this shoe. I'm just kidding, I don't really know. I just think these are very long-lasting shoes. Like I've had this 993 since I wanna say 2021, maybe even 2020. 2021. I had this since 2021. I wore it a lot. Look at that outsole. Look at the suede. You can't even tell, right? So these shoes, both of them stand the test of time, and we'll know more about that when I wear test a 992 when I get the gray pair. For sizing, this is a question that I probably get asked the most. These shoes fit almost identical in my opinion. When you really look into it, they look the same essentially from that part. I would say go true to size or a half size down. I always go true to size, so I wear a size 10 in the 990 V4. I wear a size 10 in the 990 V6, sometimes go to a 9.5. I wear a size 10 in the 574, 1906, 990 V2. Like I wear a size 10 in everything, and that's no different for these. I got size 10s in both of these. They fit great. I have a little bit of toe room. They have a good width to them. Your feet aren't gonna feel crammed in there like a 991 V2. Go true to size or a half size down. I say a half size down because if you want that more snug fit, go ahead, or if that's the only size they got, go ahead. So go true to size or a half size down in both of these. Which one do I think fits better? I would say they fit almost the same. If I had to give it to one, I honestly don't even know. They fit almost the same. Like I said, the quality on these shoes is probably the best a sneaker could have. The materials they use on these shoes are as high as quality as I think you can get. That's why you're paying that $200 price point, because the craftsmanship and the durability and the premium materials they used. You don't bat an eye when you hit that. $200 for a sneaker, like just hit buy, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when you get this sneaker in hand. I mean, when you get to like a Joe Freshgoods collab like this, you get this premium leather on the tongue and stuff. The suede is phenomenal, and like I said, the longer you wear it, the more you wear it, the more beautiful it becomes. It becomes a piece of art at that point. So the laces are the same essentially on these shoes. You're gonna get these nice thick woven laces, super durable, better than the cotton laces on say a 990 V6. The technology in these shoes, you get the Endurance on the bottom. You also get the Absorb SPS pods. They go on the front and the back of the 992. And then for the 993, you get the Absorb DTS. As far as technology and in that thing, I think the 992 takes the cake. Speaking about the midsole, we might as well just get into that too. The midsole is a little bit thicker on the 992, just by maybe a few centimeters. But I think the midsole on the 992 looks better too. I think the 992 overall, as far as looks, technology, and let's say comfort, I think the 992 takes up the 993 on that. Now that's not to say this isn't one of the most comfortable shoes you can own. It's kind of just up in the air at that point. Most of you guys probably have a pair of 993s, and you probably had them for a good amount of time, and you've probably worn them a good span of time. So you're gonna think they're extremely comfortable, which they are. I just did a little walk around my apartment. I put this one on, and this one isn't really worn that much. And the 993 is more comfortable just because I've worn it more. So don't be discouraged when you get your 992 that it's not as comfortable as your 993, because the 992 has a break-in period. Most made models do. Just because they have that thick outsole and midsole. So I put my 990 V4s on today after not wearing them for a while, and man, are they extremely comfortable. They molded to my foot. It's the same case for these. You're gonna have to wear these a little bit, break them in maybe, let's say, a week, and it's gonna be one of the most comfortable shoes you've ever owned. But when you get a made model like this, that's this high quality, and when you wear it, it's gonna just continue to get more comfortable. The more you wear it, the more comfortable it's gonna be. I'm thinking after that wear test I do, I'll be able to make a more accurate decision, but right now I'm gonna say that the 993 is more comfortable just because this hasn't been broken in yet, so I don't know. They're made models, they're gonna be 10 out of 10, so regardless, comfort shouldn't be a factor if you're trying to decide between these two, because you know you're gonna get the most comfortable shoe on the market in either shoe. Now for the colorways, I will say you're gonna get a lot more options in the 992. The 993 kind of ran its course already with the Teddy Santis's. He did a little bit of colorways, he did a few good ones, some like low-key ones, so you can't even get the black pair in these. You can't get a navy 993, so you're gonna be looking at the 992 and you're gonna see a lot more color options, a lot more collabs, a lot more Teddy Santis releases, some seasons out of that. So if you want colors and you don't just want the gray sneaker, like me, I love the gray, but if you want something different, you're gonna have to go for a 992, just because they're gonna be pumping these out like no one's business. This year for the 992 is probably gonna be astronomically big. We got a lot of collabs coming for the 992, Kith, rumored Action Bronson. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw more Teddy Santis. So my final decision, if I was going to buy a New Balance between these two, I'm gonna go with the 992. I think the 992 is refreshing. Not to say the 993 isn't amazing, because it is. I'm just saying this is so refreshing to have this sneaker back. It's so refreshing to see them throw all these colorways on it and really give it love. It's one of the most classic silhouettes of all time. New Balance loves the sneaker. Steve Jobs, the creator of Apple, big New Balance of the 992. I think this shoe is gonna have one of the biggest New Balances years, and we've seen in a long time. They are going to give this all the love it deserves, and it's gonna be phenomenal. Now, the 993, on the other hand, if you want the most classic shoe, just like the 992, go ahead for the 993. I will never not recommend the 993 because it's just so premium. What I like to say is you go buy the 992, you're eventually gonna go buy the 993, so enjoy. But yeah, these shoes are truly phenomenal. I love them to death. The 992, it's just so good to have it back. Genuinely, I cannot wait to get myself a gray pair. I'll probably cry when I open it and lace it up. But yeah, that's really all I have for you guys. These shoes are very, very similar in a lot of ways, and in a lot of ways they're different. So I really can't say enough good things about both these shoes. They're both 10 out of 10s, perfect. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are. This could be just me being excited about the 992 and thinking it's better than the 993. So maybe in a year we come back and we say, okay, let's really look at these. I wore the 993 for a while, let's wear the 992 for a while, make that comparison for real. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. And go get yourself a pair of 993s or 992s now that they're all back. So see you guys later.